Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Rip right. Shoot.
On 1st down, Cash. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jakeem Grant, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw on second down. Cash. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down. Cash. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Tight end right. We got 3.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Let's get it. 53. 15. I got it. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. 43.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. On 1st down, it's Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cash. Well, this is caught by Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Double dog, that's the way. Now.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Got it. Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Let's go.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Cash. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
60 or. X3. 218. Chopper. Whip. Watch the whip.
Looking to throw. Cash. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Here we go, D. Check 3.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get him, boys!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
61, matchbox, light. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Cash, and Anderson's got it. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Bell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cash. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to throw. Cash. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deep.
And now look at him go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Big Ed, Big Ed, Big Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cash. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw. Cash. It's caught. Cameron, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah! Yellow, I'm the blue lady. 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one complete to Smith. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Charlie. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come. Here I come. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift, shift. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Double up.
And the blitz does come. The open man is Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yellow, yellow. There's a line. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58 to Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now, as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
White 50, 56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Cash. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Leo! He's coming, double up! Wait! Now!
Operating from the gun, Cash. And caught by Cameron right side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I can hear about that from him soon.
Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Cash. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 58 is a mic. 15. I'm coming on, Bravo. Coming after you.
Mahomes going to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cash. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Buds, 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Jets 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's going to air one out and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get off the field.
Mahomes now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. I don't need to.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
90 Wolf. Time to go. Night. Ready.
Off the play fake. Cash. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Bell, room here to run. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
70, Indy. 59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Kill. 80 weapon. Rock it. Now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check the backer. Greystone, travel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Score! Get it.
From the gun on third down. Cash nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The kick by Carlson is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, It's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.